Thank you for listening to this Belly Up Sports Podcast Network product. Some said we go belly up, so we made it our name, and we're still here.
Call yourselves Title Town? Are you kidding me?
That's fraud.
It feels like a gray area.
Spoiler alert, Canada. Cup's coming back to the US of A.
There's way too much negative stigma attached to strippers.
I hate you guys so much.
My dog just shit his ass.
I should probably unmute my mic.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to Craft Brewing.
I was like what the hell just happened?
Right.
I should unmute my mic. It's been one of those weeks. I still haven't recovered from Monday night. That's the problem. Mookie's camera's looking all crazy.
What is your camera doing? Why is your camera green screening you? What is this, the first ever episode? Damn.
Welcome to Craft Brewed Sports, where we've been doing this for 250 episodes now.
Oh my God, this is our
250 episodes of this. This is what we do, everybody. I am Mike. With me, as always, is Scott. Scott, how you feeling?
How's good that look?
I'm feeling better now, man. I was a little bummed there for a second because no Aiden tonight, but I'm ready to go. Let's do this.
Yes, no Aiden, unfortunately, but all the mistakes already happening. Look what happens when he's not here. We're just
I know, Aiden, we need you back, man.
Mookie also hanging out with us. Mookie, how you feeling, man? Now that you're
I'm feeling great.
Screen, you look good. You look much better now.
Well, so the thing is that I was waiting to see if you'd ever catch on to this during, the whole 30 minutes pre-show, but you didn't, so it's fine.
You weren't green screening pre-show.
No, I wasn't green screening, but I've been sitting over here letting my color light bulbs rotate through and just kind of let the light play off my beautiful, paley, pasty ass face. And
hi, Mookie.
It's time for a moving on. That's where we miss Aiden. Seriously, I'm kind of pissed about this. I was trying to lure you into calling me out on it, Mike, all the time, and you didn't notice that the colors backing me kept changing. It's very frustrating. A lot of stuff
to do on this side, like remember to unmute my mic, and I couldn't even remember that.
Couldn't even do that.
Awful.
Yeah, here. How did you miss this shit?
Scott's got it right. Another Wednesday, another wasted 2 hours. That's pretty accurate about there. And he also says, I'm all for Aiden, but missing him works on the 250. Okay. What are you doing, Mookie? Why are you changing what we do normally? We're not going a 3-man screen. We go a single shot. That's how we do this on this show.
I didn't do anything, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Rob Taylor joining in on the comment section saying Mookie looks red. You do look a little red, man. Normally it's me.
Yeah, but wait, now it's green. Now it's going to be blue.
I thought it looked a little bit
yellow,
more method,
purple,
man.
He looks a little RZA.
Apparently, so what it is I discovered that when
he's mostly ODB.
Yeah, no one cares, actually. I was just moving on this one.
Listen, despite our rocky start, we got
maybe dazzling. Should I be dazzling?
We've got Mookie wants to talk some Giannis and Chick-Fil-A. I am going to get into some Xavier Zip 'em Up TBT talk a little bit here. Scott watched Space Jam 2, so if you saw last week's episode and you saw him rail against Space Jam, he's got an update for us after seeing Space Jam 2. So I'm looking forward to hearing about that. And then a little bit later on, everybody, Papa B making his triumphant return. Yes, we're excited to get Papa B on the stream, so he'll be hanging out with us later on. So stick around, hit share, help us out, get us in front of your friends. Before we do all that, though, let's talk about these beers that we are drinking tonight. We've already got comments in from people sharing what they're drinking. Rob Taylor says he's drinking Bottle Logic Birthday Boy, which is a West Coast IPA that's a 7.5% ABV. That sounds amazing. Scott saying he's drinking a Norwal Imperial Stout. That's right. It is always stout season. That's a 10.2 banger. What a
boy, Scott.
What an impressive way
go
to
big or go home.
The Olympics start on Friday, or they've kind of already started. It's always that weird time where some sports start before the opening games, the opening ceremony even starts.
Is that when it is, Friday?
Yeah, it starts on Friday. We are doing the Olympic scale, so rate your beer from bronze to gold. Scott, what do you got?
Guys, I'm super excited because when I saw this one on Beer Drop, I knew it was for me. Remember when we didn't like IPAs? Well, this is the Dipper. I have the beer known as, yes, and it's called Double Strawberry Smiggles. This is a strawberry milkshake IPA out of Boulder, Colorado. And I got to read this because it says it was made with almost 350 pounds of strawberry and wild strawberry puree blended with vanilla and milk sugar. And then they followed up with their tagline, "They're always after me, Smiggles." 4.0 on Untapped, and I gotta say, right out of the gates, I'm not even gonna bullshit. This beer made for me. When we started drinking IPAs, this is what the type I'm looking for. I'm going with the best of the best. Whatever your greatest Olympic moment is, this is it right here.
So
for
gold.
me.
Gold.
Wait, no. I mean, not just gold. I mean, there's gold, and then there's Carrie Strug gold. There's big time. There's Michael Phelps with like 42 golds. Like, this isn't just I got a gold and I went back home. No. This is rack 'em up, baby. This is the creme de la creme gold. Smiggles is great.
I dig it.
So speaking of which, I want to try to figure out exactly here. Pardon the punctuation with the comment of "my polar water is a Tanya Harding." Is that a good or a bad thing? Because she was a fierce competitor. Am I wrong?
Yeah, no, she was fine in the Olympics. It was just those side gigs that tripped her
didn't
up.
work out well for her. Now, I got to say, I am a little curious about this, though, Scott. You brought this up again. I still can't believe why you guys never liked IPAs. Because I've always loved me a good IPA, and it took convincing for you two. Yet I feel like we're the exact opposite when it comes to stout season. Because y'all are like, it's always stout season, and I'm like, it's 85 degrees outside. Are you fucking crazy? Like, help me relate to that. What was it with IPAs that put you off so much originally?
Nobody ever handed me an IPA that tasted this amazing. That's the problem.
Well,
you get
you're
basic ass IPAs.
Hang on.
You get basic ass IPA. No, I don't want to hear about Cali and their Pliny Elder.
I handed you the highest rated IPA year over year over year, and you proved it immediately. Like, immediately, you were like, this isn't that good. It's literally the best rated beer in the country almost every single year. And
we have got to revisit Pliny the Elder. Yes, I do feel bad. We need to re-up on Pliny the Elder.
I'm also like, to me, I like Pliny the Elder. I love IPAs. To me, that is the highest rated IPA year over year is a little surprising, all things considered.
I don't know if it is, because you're talking about like a true IPA. Like, it's not, I think that's actually what got Scott and I into IPAs, was breweries went away from like that true West Coast hop-tastic, like overloaded with hops, stank, gotta brush your teeth multiple times type of beers.
But wait, so
they went with like, here, this is juicy, and this one's got a lot of citrus flavor, and it cuts the hop flavor, and it eased us into it. Whereas like stouts and porters have always been like dessert. So it's like, these taste amazing. That's why I like these beers.
Okay, so I understand that you like porters because you like having an unsophisticated palate that actually has to separate out the nuances of a hop. But really, was it that you didn't like the hoppiness, or you didn't like the bitterness?
The bitterness.
Yeah.
See, and that's what pisses me off, because if you're brewing a good beer, it doesn't have to be bitter unless that's what you want to have happen, which still seems dumb, but I digress. Scott's drinking a delicious strawberry beer.
What are you drinking, Mook?
Tonight I am drinking, and I did have to do a double take on this one because it's the dreams that stuff are made of. I was trying to fix that as you would with the phrase. It's out of Woods Boss Brewing Company in Denver, Colorado. Rated in at a 3.68 caps on Untapped, 6.6% ABV. I'm liking it straight out the gate. It's good. It's got flavor to it. It's a little lighter than I would think, but it is a Saison. The thing that really kind of piqued my interest, one, is it said it's a rustic farmhouse ale, and two, I'm pretty sure they have like a pen and pencil sketch of Steve Hawking on the can. So I'm like, all right, I need to try some of this. So far, I'm not disappointed. I'm not going to go so far as to say that it's winning gold in the 100-meter dash. Good. But I would give it like a good solid gold in tennis, something that we get excited about if we could win it, because it doesn't happen often. But at the same time, if we don't win it, it's like, I mean, it's tennis, so like, who's really upset? But at the end of the day, a gold medal is a gold medal.
I feel like with Venus and Serena, there was a time where we were dominating tennis, at least on the women's side. I don't know. I could be wrong about that.
I mean, that's true too, but like, I didn't count any of those because just like with Simone Biles with the gymnastics, it's like this isn't a competition. It's just all right. We have to like go through these steps, and 2 days, and then we'll give Simone or the Williams sisters their gold. Like, just go through the motions, guys. Let everyone else play it out to see who gets second.
Everybody's competing for second. Yeah.
Right.
And Rob Taylor says the IPA that he's drinking is Simone Biles. That's how I'm rating it. Holy hell.
That's
it's
hot.
amazing.
But
See,
why-
that's what I'm talking about.
Like he's drinking goat IPA. That's amazing.
Okay, I was gonna. Well, wait, no, he didn't say what he's actually.
he
Broken
did it
Skull
earlier.
IPA.
No,
Yeah,
it wasn't.
sorry.
It was higher up. It's from Bottle Logic. Scroll up a little bit. Dan is drinking a Witch's Hat Deflowered Hazy IPA. That actually sounds really weird. It sounds like that beer is banging. You're banging a beer. It's deflowered. I don't know if I can do that one. That name. There's a lot of names that get me right into a beer, but it's a deflowered. I don't know. Anyways, I am drinking Fluffy Bunny. This one's from Odyssey Beerwerks. It is a toasted marshmallow.
Moving on.
You son of a bitch.
Sorry,
drinking.
That was just super slow because when you started talking about deflowered, I was like, he needs to move on.
Peanut butter chocolate porter, because porter and stout season, baby. This one is out of Colorado. On the Olympic scale, man, this is the race, the relay race in the pool when Phelps, like when the relay team won and Phelps got all super jacked. It was like, you just saw like every muscle that you didn't even know existed rippling. Like that's how exciting this one is.
What was it?
Loving
The
this
4x400 IM or whatever?
It was some 4x100, I think, right?
4x100 IM.
Relay.
Was it 50 meters one way, right?
I don't know, man. I think it was 100.
God, what kind of Olympic fan are you, Mike?
That's not what sticks out in my head. What sticks out in my head is Phelps losing his mind and just being super jacked and being like, man, I'll never look like that.
So what you're saying is what doesn't stick out in your mind is the details of the sport we won at, but what does stick out is the rippling muscles on a dude.
Yeah.
Cool. I believe that's what he said.
That's is that
Moving on.
Let us know.
I had it queued up that time, so
let us know what you were drinking. Just like our friends have done so far. Comment and rate it on the Olympic scale, however you want. Whatever the worst Olympic moment is, all the way up to the top in your eyes. Kev saying, look, if the athletes can't make Olympic super babies, I'm not interested in the Olympics. Yeah, man, that's
the length they've gone to.
There was an Irish gymnast, though, that did say he tested out the cardboard beds and you will likely be able to bang on them. So that makes me feel good.
I mean, come
Dude,
on.
if they want to bang, the bed's not going to stop them.
I was just going to say, if there's a will, there's a way. Like, ain't nobody worried about cardboard beds. It's like,
they
if
got,
we're going to
they
do
got
this,
some
we're going to
chairs. They got some dressers. Like, what kind of, you got any other furniture in there that's not cardboard? I mean,
look, these are
locker
ridiculously
rooms.
good athletes. I'm pretty sure standing up is not a problem. Like for normal people, it's like I'm not this flexible, but for like a gymnast, yeah, I don't have to worry about different positions at that point. You can stand up, it's fine.
Well put. I was gonna say though, have you seen the photos of the like when they have the gymnast standing next to the basketball players and you've got legitimately a 2 foot difference? It's crazy. It's like, oh, there's a full grown human and there is a child. Oh no, they're both full grown. Oh, he's 7 feet tall. Jeez, Pete's. What is it? Simone Biles was sitting next to. Hey, we were swearing a lot last week.
I was going to say, he said less cursing, and he hit us with the grandma Jeez, Pete's.
The Jeez, Pete's.
I like it.
Well, we are talking about the Olympics after all. It's basically an OWG sport, but it's more inclusive because you have to have other countries. So.
Well, golly gee willikers, Mookie.
All right. Listen, you two.
Listen, boys. Listen, settle down.
Getting out of control here. Let's go to Mookie, though. Let's talk a little basketball. NBA Finals wrapped up last night. Mookie has some Giannis news for us. So, Mookie. Boom, shakalaka! Basketball time, baby.
So I don't know who may or may not have seen the result of last night's game, but not only did the Bucks win the title, but Giannis is the best player in basketball right now. Period. End of sentence. There is no denying it. There is no debating it. He is the top of the pyramid, top of the mountain, whatever you want to call it. Not only is he the champ, but dude gets down. I mean, Mike, you got that video queued up here, and we can talk about what went down.
Yeah, here. Mookie asked me to find this video for him. So here is. Well, this is Giannis after, right? Set up the video. What happened?
So I was trying not to give too much away, but now that you pointed out, you're right. You do need some context because
no context here.
You know, we're gonna pick the video up when Giannis asked the girl at the drive-thru at Chick-Fil-A if she's cool being on camera on his IG live, and she's kind of like, oh, "Yeah, okay." And he goes, "Cool. You're on live with 150,000 people," and then proceeds to make his order. So. Before that, though, Giannis is on camera and he's basically saying, like, hey, I just woke up like this, though. Oh, wait a minute. I've been up all night. I didn't ever actually go to bed. So I guess I'm just like this.
So this is Giannis's post-finals celebration that he went on Instagram Live, right?
Post-finals doesn't even seem right. I think it's finals celebration. Like, he is still celebrating from when he was on stage with the youngest anchor to host a trophy ceremony. ESPN trying to force feed us some other bullshit about that. But, like, he's gone straight through the night. And now what they're doing, and I was talking to the guys pre-show, and basically what had happened was this was when it was your birthday. It was your bachelor party. You just got promoted. It was a day when, like, your man was celebrating and you're like, yeah, he is sloppy, out of control, but this is like a huge moment, so I'm gonna let him be like that. But we're gonna put his ass in an Uber, we're gonna go through some McDonald's and get him something to eat, and I'm gonna put him to bed for a day.
McDonald's. All right, here's
some McDonald's. So that's the setup. This is Giannis with his crew.
Because you set it up very nicely, Mook. Here we go. Here's Giannis.
So guys, you know, the freak.
So he is clearly not in the car going to Chick-fil-A.
You ruined it! You ruined it! This was the video that made everybody a fan of Giannis. Do you remember this video? All right,
I am not prepared for this part.
This time, don't talk over the video. Just listen to Giannis as he is doing an Instagram live.
Did we talk about this?
No.
All right, cool.
In my world,
make it louder.
So guys,
that's what she said.
Hey, yo.
The freak. He could be a freak on the court and on the shit. You know what I'm saying?
On the shit.
That is when that was Giannis on Valentine's Day when his girlfriend gave him the blowjob bell, and he went on Instagram Live and showed it off and was like, "This is what I got for Valentine's."
On the sheets too.
Oh yes, this guy. Oh man, I fucking love him. I love him. That's my boy.
You
right
freaking
there.
love him.
That is my role model.
I'll play the real.
He's younger than me, and he is my role model.
I'll play the real video now that you were looking for, Mook. I'm sorry I had to do that to you. I had to mess with you a little bit.
I don't give two fucks, Sherm. You killed that man.
Right now. Yes. So can I have please a 50-piece Mac Minis, 50 exactly, not 51, not 49
minis.
Chicken Minis, yes, 50. And let me have
50.
a drink, no ice. Half Sprite, half lemonade.
So we're gonna get into that in a second because I don't want to get mixed up about that. Oh, you went with the long version. It's still rolling.
Yeah, we could cut it here. We could.
Yeah, that's the goodness right there. So the best part is before that scene, if you will, because it's a movie. It is a film. Like, there are distinct scenes in this shit because there's like a good 4-minute clip before that when they're on their way to the Chick-fil-A and he's asking him all these questions. He's like, "We're gonna get some barbecue wings, yeah?" Or no. First he goes, "Oh, we can go get some hot wings." And someone in the background, either it's his boy or I think it's his girlfriend. Someone goes, "No, they don't have hot wings." There he goes, "Oh, okay." And then like, oh, there's a little pause. He goes, so barbecue wings. Oh, we're going to get barbecue wings. All right, I love some barbecue wings. I'm like, yeah, okay, sure, whatever, Giannis. Like, what else do you want? Is it just that? And he goes, I want 50 of them. I went 50 barbecue wings. And then someone chimes in, they're like,
I feel very uncomfortable with you doing the accent. I don't know if it's just me. I feel very.
It's a French accent, dude. Why you got to be weird about it?
Why are you doing a French accent when
I thought he was from Greece? Like, why would
I
he
can't do a Grecian accent, and France is basically the same. Like, it's close
France
enough.
is basically
You know
the
what I
same.
mean?
As
Well,
you
'cause
tuned in for sports and beer. You didn't know you were gonna get a geography lesson,
Right. Like, so basically, France, French, Spanish, Italian, they're all the Romance languages, and Greece is geographically close to them. So that makes sense. Now, if we're going to talk about like a German or a Russian, that's a different root dialect, if you will.
Moving on.
Yep, did it to myself. So anyways, so he's driving in the car and he's like, so barbecue wings. And they're like, no, they don't have wings there. They have wings, but then there's barbecue sauce. It's like, oh yeah, I mean, that's like the same thing. I'm a deadpan it because Mike gets uncomfortable. So I'm going to fight my natural reaction to play it back as I remember it. So he's talking about all this shit and they're basically trying to coach him on the menu because they're like, Giannis, like, we're going to Chick-fil-A. Like, this is like, these are the options, whatever. And so that's why when he's ordering from the girl, he goes chicken McNuggets because he don't know where the fuck he is. Like, no clue. Like he thought he was ordering from McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, and KFC like all at the same time. Like, I don't know how to string those together.
I can't tell what my favorite part of that video is. I don't know if
I know.
Him being that drunk and crazy, and the fact that he's got both his finals MVP trophy and the championship trophy with him in the car. That's pretty awesome. But I also do love the fact that the girl has no idea who Giannis is. Did you notice that, Scott? Like, that girl has no clue who he is when he pulls up.
Yeah, she's completely confused as to why this large black man has 2 trophies in his lap in his car and is ordering Mick anything at a damn Chick-fil-A. She's like, please don't shoot me.
It is. And she looks so uncomfortable taking the order. He's like, you're live with 150,000 people right now. And she's like, okay. Who are you? Are you a rapper? Like, that's the look that she gave Giannis at that point. Was it just deadpan? No idea.
As good as this is, though. By the way,
look, sorry. So I would have been back before Scott jumped in, but I ran into a door that didn't open. As someone who can just hang out with hardware that's like super respected and people work their lives to get it, and some never ever will. Yeah, looking at you, George Clooney. Fuck you and ER. That's the best part. When you can just be chilling in your front seat with Larry and Bill, just kind of rubbing on them. It doesn't get better than that.
What's happening, man? This is a good drive-through for an NBA player, but this isn't even like the all-time though, because I'm still gonna go with the old school. Please, Mookie, I feel like there's no chance you've ever seen this, but Mike, please tell me that once upon a time you saw the old Delonte West going to Chipotle rap video with Delonte Chipotle. That is the NBA all-time greatest drive-through video thing. Like, this was great. I mean, you got your trophy and all this shit you don't do, but Delonte West rapping on the way to Chipotle and rhyming Delonte with Chipotle. All-time great. All-time great.
Okay, so we can't top that one. There's no way.
You're right. No, you're absolutely right
what
about that.
Though, when was it Delonte West that made the rookie go get Krispy Kreme donuts? And the guy was like, the closest is like 2 hours away. And he's like, planes, trains, automobiles, I don't care. You better have my donuts.
Yes, again, Delonte and fast food, man. I mean, he's just got a thing with it, you know.
Scott says Jim Cornette drive-through or bus. I don't know. I know who Jim Cornette is, but I don't know the reference. So
I was just gonna say I don't know that one either.
I'm gonna have to go down a YouTube rabbit hole tonight, I think, to find that one out. Biscuit also chimed in and said the only option at Chick-fil-A is to leave and not eat their whack-ass chicken.
Wow.
Oof, that's some harsh words. I mean, I know it's breaded in hate, but it's also really good. Like
I was just gonna say, I was like, do we need to get the grill out? Holy crap.
Drew, what'd you make of the finals? What'd you think of Game 6? Was it everything that you hoped it would be, with Chris Paul losing to the referee that he cannot beat? He's 0-13 with that ref in the game, right?
I mean, yeah,
should have been kicking more.
But like, I don't understand why that's a story. Like the refs had nothing to do with the game last night. Period. End of sentence. And apparently now I'm freezing, so that'll be fun. We'll just kind of juke around. Cool, great.
It'll be fun for Aiden when he's trying to edit a promo for this.
Yeah, I know, right? So, what I was trying desperately to find before we put a bow on the most memorable athletes drive-through experience was. Look, I got the game under the walk-off. Delonte West was okay, but we can all agree that Ryan O'Reilly is clearly the athlete with the most memorable drive-through experience, right?
I don't know that one either, so I'm going Delonte.
I'm also here. Hang on.
Do you need to? Nice. So are you ready for this? Because I can wrap this up pretty quickly with a very short episode of Craft Brewed Sports Theater. And I'll just read verbatim from the Canadian Broadcasting Company's website back in 2015. Ontario Provincial Police have charged Buffalo Sabres forward Ryan O'Reilly with impaired driving. The OPP said Monday in a release that police were dispatched to a single motor vehicle crash on July 9th, where a green Chevrolet pickup truck struck a commercial retail building and the occupants left the vehicle. Literally, Ryan O'Reilly drove his pickup into a Tim Hortons.
I mean, that's good.
I know there's no funny video of it. It's just him being a drunk asshole who crashed.
I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Apparently, Scott doesn't think that would be funny, but like, that
no.
Hilarious.
It's funny. It's funny if 5 minutes prior to that he's on his way and he makes some funny rap in the car and then he crashes into the building. Now he would have won it then. He'd have been like, Delonte, you ever seen this? Bam.
So you gotta rap for it to be funny?
No, you just have to rhyme your name with Chipotle. I feel like that's what makes it so funny.
What if that's why he crashed? He was trying to rhyme his name with Tim Hortons, had a fucking brain freeze, and crashed into the building.
If there was video of that, he would have won.
It would make it awesome if Ryan O'Reilly is driving to Tim Hortons drunk, just singing the O'Reilly theme song, and he's like, oh, O'Reilly, and then he crashes into the building. And he's like, well, I'm at the auto parts store, so perfect.
And if there had been video of said moment, then he would be bypassing Delonte.
So what we really need to do is we need to reach out to Canada and get the blow-by-blow of Ryan O'Reilly hitting that Tim Hortons, which is only funny because I'm pretty sure I remember there were no casualties other than, well, his hockey career continued on and he won 2 Stanley Cups. So I don't think there was any.
I can't get the visual out of my head. 150,000 people on Instagram. Yeah. Oh, O'Reilly Auto Parts. Oh, shit.
Wait a minute. There it is. That's the gold standard then. It's you're in the drive-thru. You tell the order girl there's 150,000 people watching her take your order, and then you proceed to drive straight into the building right after that, while rhyming your name with Chipotle in a rap. Done.
Oh god!
Don't put this on me.
I love it. No, I was just adding the tire because it was,
we're hitting stuff. Hard.
All right, that was good NBA Finals talk. It was a good, series.
Great NBA Finals season.
Talk. I'm glad that it's
R.I.P. Chris Paul.
Baseball gets center stage like they deserve.
It sounds like a great time to take a pee break.
Yeah, go take a pee break, Drew. I'm going to.
What'd you call me?
I almost called you Jude.
That's racialist.
I was just gonna say he called you his son.
I thought he called me Jew, and I was about to get mad about that. But
Jude,
if you call me
Jude, go potty, Drew. Go potty.
Go potty, Jude.
Shout out to my boy Jude, though. He's a baller and a half.
We want to give a quick shout out to our buddies over at Beer Drop. Listen, if you want beer delivered directly to your door, head on over to craftbrewsports.com/beer drop. Servings start at like $4 a serving. The beers are delivered directly to your door. The UPS driver shows up. He's like, "Cool, you got beer," and I'm like, "I know, I got beer." And then you get to drink all the beer, and it's amazing.
No, I'm like, "You got me, Smiggles."
It's beer that you likely can't find around here unless you have a direct pipeline from Colorado. This is where you need to go. craftbrewsports.com/beer drop. Hit them up, get your beers, fill up your beer fridge with our friends at Beer Drop.
Dude, I'm
All right,
screwed. I am already on the second tall boy.
Oh, man, that's not good.
We're half hour in.
That is not good. Kev saying I should have just finished calling him Jude. Yeah, I realize that was on me. And Jude would make more sense on this show, says Scott.
He also missed a "Who's Your Daddy" reference as you take the Mookie chair, the empty chair.
Well, I got it. Like, I'm next up. My segment's next, and I kind of need Mookie for it because I had a certain direction I wanted to go. But we can start. I can start talking about it.
That's cool.
The basketball tournament has kicked off. TBT. How much are you into TBT, Scott? Do you watch any of these games? Any of the basketball tournament games?
I'm following it, but I haven't watched any of them. Actually, I got asked to go to the game this weekend because.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Well, I got a few weeks ago. The problem is, I had already made plans to go to the Reds game this weekend. So, like, right before I got asked, I had already made plans to go to the Reds game, and then they're like, "Hey, you want to come to Columbus?" And I'm like, I would have rather. I wish you would have asked me 24 hours ago.
Well, look, this Xavier team, this is Xavier's first time having an alumni team in the basketball tournament, and it is pretty stacked with some ballers from like our time at Xavier, and I'm super excited. Not only that, they got like they are up there in this division. They're people are picking them or the Ohio State team to come out of this region and represent the region, which is crazy because the last time I've seen hype around Xavier like this, they lost in the second round and almost got upset by a 16 seed. But whatever, like that's
but they didn't. Though.
Just gonna bring up the old memories of being a one and flaming out.
What? That's what happened. I'm just saying. The last time we had a seed like this, that's what happened. It's just history, man. I'm hoping these guys learn from that.
No reason to remind us.
D. Davis and C.J. Anderson and J.P. McCure. Like, I hope they learn from all of these experiences. But this lineup is like sick, dude. It's a crazy good lineup. The one name on this list that I was like, really, they went and got Mark Lyons for this team. And as
wait, I was gonna say Mark Lyons shouldn't have had a place in this squad because he ditched us like Sean Miller. That motherfucker shouldn't have shit.
He followed Miller to Arizona. Really tough to see. But Samaje's on the team. Like, this is a solid lineup. And it got me thinking about like everybody gets so excited about TBT because you have these teams that are like
TBT.
That's what I said. Don't try to make
TBD.
No, I did not. Play it back, Aiden. Play
CBD?
It back. CBD. I said
LMNOP.
I played some PCP. Everything.
URS. CUV.
What about some ICP?
Yes. Magnets. How do they work? Listen, the cool thing about this tournament is the teams are like loosely related to the school, and they're all guys that had some professional experience, but maybe lost they didn't quite make it or they went overseas instead. And it got me thinking that we need more college tournaments in other sports that are just like this. Like, I want a TFT. I want the football tournament where you get like a 7-on-7 tournament and you get guys that graduated from your school or went to your school and then didn't pan out in the NFL or didn't quite make it. They were XFL level guys. Like, that's the kind of tournament I want to see. And then I went down this rabbit hole trying to figure out who would be on Notre Dame's the football tournament.
It's fine because I want to. Spoiler alert: Bama's still gonna win.
No, but hold on. Hold on a minute, though. Hold on. I feel like we could put together a compelling squad, though, right, Mike?
I think we could. Okay, so
every school in theory should be able to put together a compelling squad, but again, then you're stacking them up against the other one.
Here's where you're wrong, Scott. Here's where you're going to struggle with this. You can't have current NFL players on the roster. that's where Bama and Clemson are going to struggle because all of their guys go to the league. Like it's going to be good for the teams that don't have those guys going to the league because all of Bama's guys they can't play because they're in the NFL and you're not allowed to play if you're currently in the NBA in the TBT. So so I'm going.
I would still take the guys who flamed out of the NFL from Alabama over any of the rest of the country.
Whatever, dude. We got way more guys who flamed out than anyone
Michael
else.
Floyd.
But
I'm starting this squad with Michael Floyd. That's the first name that came to my head. That dude, especially in 7-on-7s, he could play cornerback. He could play. Michael Floyd is the cornerstone of the Notre Dame TFT.
The question I would have though is that the TBT and TBF it's a tournament, right? So you're playing multiple games.
Yeah, but
he's always dinged up. He always had a thing
Is
going
Deshaun
around.
Kaiser still in the league?
He is. He's actually competing for a backup.
Is he? Holy
Kaiser's
God! Because I was gonna say that's who we want at quarterback, just so you can say Kaiser's a quarterback.
No, if you go quarterback, you got
no. Wait,
like
let's start. No, let's start easy. Let's not get into that yet. Let's start with the easy positions. I think we can all agree on Notre Dame's like top 3 picks, if you will. Number 1, Autry Denson. Number 2, Rocket Ishmael. Number 3, what's his name? Michael Floyd. Straight out the gate there, you got solid. You got speed on the outside.
Hang on, Drew. You can't have Autry Denson and Rocket Ishmael in this.
They're 900 years old.
Is there a salary cap? There's a salary cap in TBF?
You're not going to have a 40-year-old on your team. You got to be more recent than that.
Even if there was a salary cap, they would be very cheap because they're old.
Well, you didn't, Claire. I thought we were doing fantasy rules over here. I thought we were going of all time.
You can have Rocket Ishmael.
You want us to know current rosters? Do you know how hard that is?
If we're building a $5 team, you can have both of those guys for $1. That's how awful those choices were.
Scott can't name like the 24 black hockey players in the NHL, and you expect us to name all the players in the NFL and all the other players.
That's not hard. There's a lot. There's a laundry list of guys that flamed out from Notre Dame. Come on.
You to name all of these. Like, here's what you got. Okay, so
Harrison Smith.
Harrison Smith is in the NFL. That doesn't work.
That'd be such a great 2-way pick.
How are you this bad at this, man? You can't have Harrison Smith. He's in.
Here's the thing. Here's my struggle with this: is why are there so many fucking rules?
Because
you told me to pick 7 guys. I'm picking 7 guys.
You picked So in Drew's tournament team for Notre Dame football, he's got 2 40-year-olds. He's got Michael Floyd, who's probably drunk and driving a car and
no, he's in jail right now. I'm pretty sure.
Then you've got a guy who has to take time away from his paycheck in the NFL to play in this. Is that what we got, Drew? That's your.
Hey, there's no rules against them playing another sport, right? So like Jeff Samardzija, he's available.
If that's off season, the Shark could be a good name to put in there.
I mean, I'm just saying.
How about Manti Te'o? Would you put Manti Te'o on this team?
Wait, so that's why
is he to the NFL?
I think he's out.
Well, wait, but it's got to be.
Deshaun Kaiser still in the NFL, but Manti Te'o isn't. What the fuck?
Because Deshaun Kaiser hasn't been hit at all. Manti Te'o. When you're sitting there with a hat on and holding a clipboard for your entire career, you tend to have a decent length at that point.
Look, the other thing too, though, Scott, to be honest, we've all been to some portion of college, and you always have that romantic interest in college that has an impact on your life. And Manti Te'o definitely had that. But the problem is, unlike the 3 of us right now, he's always going to be chasing a ghost of someone who doesn't exist. You know what I mean? So he's on a journey, man. He is just on a journey, and just let him go. He's got to do his own thing.
Fair enough. That's true. And I will give you the credit for that because Scott was not reacting like he should have to that one. I feel like Scott froze a little bit.
No, you don't know why? Because that whole time Mookie was rambling, I was like, what was her name? Lele Kakua? Like, I was trying to remember the fake ass name of the bitch. I was struggling.
And here's the thing I always wondered, and it's like, look, let's be honest here. We're Ohio boys, Midwest boys, whatever. Haven't run into a lot of people with Hawaiian names. But like when I heard that, I was like, that sounds fake.
Lene, right?
Lene, there it is. Lene Kakua or something like that.
It was just like, I don't know, man. Like
Romelu Lukaku.
I hear he's got a big
Been a
dick.
real tip off.
I don't
Like,
know. I don't
wait
know
a
what you know
minute.
about that.
Kev says, Kevin's saying that Manti is too busy DMing his totally real girlfriend from Canada / planning her funeral.
As soon as Canada opens the borders to America, she's going to come over and see him. As soon as that happens, so close. Like, you just got to hold out a little bit longer. I know it's been a long 24 months, but
It really suck when she dumps him right after.
All right,
they
so
do it.
I want to get the rest of Drew's team here because let's wrap this up because here's who Drew has on his team. He's got Michael Floyd. Who is your quarterback?
no, that's your team. I didn't pick Michael.
No,
Floyd.
who is your quarterback? I'm saying you named Michael Floyd. That was one of the first three you said. You said
I said we had the top three locked in because you threw out Michael Floyd. And I was like, yeah, that's solid. I can't object to that.
Okay, who's
Then
the
you just did. That's 2
Kyle
seconds.
Rudolph. We have some Kyle Rudolph going on, right?
He's still in the league, right?
No,
Isn't he on the
What?
Jaguars?
Is he?
Yeah.
I think he signed with the Jaguars.
No, that might have been
God damn
Eifert
it.
that went to the Jaguars.
Oh well, whatever the
Well,
one of those
he broke
broken
as
down
fuck.
ass tight ends that y'all put in the league. One of them
need another
can't stay
receiver.
healthy tight ends.
That's
We
the
need
thing.
another
That's the best
receiver
part
here.
about it.
Okay, so we'll take Autry Denson and Rocket Ishmael, those 40-year-olds. We got them. We got Michael Floyd.
They got them for $1 each.
I want Wimbush in there. We need a DB, so let's get Kyle McCarthy because Kyle McCarthy, Youngstown boy, he's the man. He's got to be on my roster. And then we'll take Manti Te'o. We need one more spot, Drew. Who's the last?
Wait, so hold on. So we got bench players, right? In
No, there's
TBT,
one
they
more
have
player.
subs.
Well, who's the last player on this roster? Look at the time.
Do we pick our quarterback? What do you mean look at time? I don't keep time.
I'm trying to tell you, look at the time. We gotta go. Who's the last player on this roster?
Jimmy Clausen. You said to do it like we did it last night, and I was scrolling through. I'm like, we're so off script. I don't even know. We're looking at the time. We got to wrap it up. Like, I was asking if we had a quarterback. Yeah, we didn't have a quarterback. Mark Edwards is also still a solid pick though, because he can play that like inside middle linebacker that patrol those quick hot routes. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't gonna get no cheap hooks on him. You ain't gonna get no cheap slants on him. Mike, I'm trying, bro. Like, you're so mad, but
Check that
But
practice
tears are-
stat there,
But
Drew.
tears are real.
Check
it's
that
probably your
practice stat.
fault.
Nope, your
Oh,
fault.
but
Your
tears
joke.
are real,
I was throwing
guys.
up your joke.
Which
Serving up
one?
Your joke.
Oh, about Tommy Reese?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Justin Brent. Justin Brent, the wide receiver that got spotted with the porn star.
That's what I was trying to go with, dude. That's why I was like, hey, so like we have subs. You're like, no, look at
Moving on. So
Scott,
hold on
you
a second.
fucked that one up. You
Hold on a
fucked that
second.
one up.
Hold on a
No,
second.
You fucked that one up because I was leading into it and you're like, no, look at the time. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'll press ahead. Like, I was setting it up because I was like, dude, we get subs, right? Like, we get a bench, don't we? Because that's what I was going to throw out there because he's only good enough for the bench.
Peek behind the curtain. We've got a private chat in the virtual studio, and we can kind of talk to each other throughout the show.
Oh, shit. That's what you
Private
meant by
chat says,
that.
Mookie, go to the Justin Brent joke now. We got a wrap. And he never went to the
yeah.
Justin Brent joke.
So remember,
Guys, listen, if you want to
No.
follow us on social media,
Y'all playing
head on over to at Crafty Sports on Twitter, also on Instagram. We're on TikTok now. Aiden does a great job cutting some clips from the show. I'm sure this one's going to make it. And we post those on
Mike
TikTok.
is so
Be
mad.
sure to subscribe on YouTube. Hit the bell so that we punchline Mookie. Yes, that was it's Scott. I was trying so. Oh my god, it was so good last night when he hit me.
Oh,
with,
dude, it was
"Who's the dude-
clutch.
Who's the dude that banged the porn star? And I was like, Mookie, do this tomorrow night. He was like, got it.
I was trying, man. I was trying.
Facebook.
Oh god.
Subscribe, hit that bell so that you know when we go live and when we post new stuff. Help the show out, share us out to your friends, and let them see this ridiculous 250 episodes of this.
Shit.
This is what we
No, but so look, I don't want to move on yet because Mike, remember how sometimes my computer. Remember how my computer has problems?
Dad calls in.
I know, but I deleted the window because otherwise my graphics were freezing.
All right, we are gonna hang on, Scott. You're gonna hold off on.
Oh yeah, we're good. We're good. We got a VIP guest in the green room, baby.
VIP popping in. The VIP VIC, Big Papa B in the house.
Papa B!
The only one that can
Arians over
save
here.
this
Look
shit.
at Cardinal Mooney.
second. This isn't Papa B. This is Bruce Arians live from the White House.
Hey, I'm just here to celebrate. I'm celebrating my Super Bowl win. Me and Joe. It's something that Jerry Jones may never get to do. And Michael will never get to do that either, by the way.
Let it breathe. Just let it breathe, Mike. Just let it breathe.
It's so good to see you. Look at that, man. Dad, you seriously, I've never seen you and Bruce Arians in the same place.
You are Bruce Arians right now.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot. I just don't have his bank account. That kind of pisses me off.
How do we know you're not being coy so the kids don't try to offer you for your bank account, though?
That's one thing I never do to you guys. I would never lie.
That's goddamn true. He tells it like it is. He tells all his kids how much they disappoint him.
What's that?
Oh, God.
You tell all of your kids exactly how much they disappoint you, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Well, they're pretty good kids, all except Michael.
Wait, Mike, you're not the only Mike in the family?
I know, right? I'm shocked too. I'm just learning this. Apparently, I got another brother named Michael.
I was gonna say good news
to my dad.
Sherm, good news. You're not the worst.
Pop, did you see Bruce Arians' sunburn in that visit? He looked awful, man. Like that was the first time that I was like, Bruce Arians he looks horrible right now.
Really? Well,
yeah, it was super red. Like it was very awkward. He doesn't look as good as you do. What are you watching on TV, Pops? What do you got? I saw the TV flash. What are you watching right now?
I don't have any idea what's on here. Court cam.
Yeah.
All right.
I was going to watch previous Dallas Cowboy games, but I didn't want to puke my stomach up. I just had a few beers.
Now, the real question is, though, Papa B, if you're watching Court Cam, are they in Cuyahoga County?
No, I have no idea where they're at.
Well, I'll say Cuyahoga County gets a lot of shine in Court Cam.
Dad, you mentioned the Cowboys. I did want to ask you about this. So Michael Irvin came out and said that the Cowboys players that are unvaccinated don't want to win a Super Bowl. And he ripped them because like less than 85% of the team is vaccinated. And he's like, you clearly don't care, which was actually cool to hear Michael Irvin say that. And then Jerry Jones came out and said he agrees with Michael Irvin. Is this the first time you've ever been on Jerry Jones's side with something?
Well, he's probably lying because
he was speaking.
Jerry Jones only worries about Jerry Jones. That's all he worries about. I mean, let's face it.
Dad, where did this hate for the Cowboys come from?
Michael, you were a kid. You don't remember. I used to be a Cowboy fan. And then Jerry Jones bought the team, and he got rid of
Jimmy Johnson.
He got rid of Tom Landry.
Oh, that's true, too.
He fired him, and he fired a legend. And the guy was my point was, you want to go in a different direction. You want to hire that asshole from Miami. Go ahead. I don't care what you do. But you call the guy in his office and you say, you're going to retire. We're not going to fire you because you're a legend. It's like firing Jesus. You don't fire Jesus.
I was going to say, you can do that.
Tom Landry is
his rights to do it, but he automatically became South America's team, the freak.
South America's team.
All right, let's
with football season right around the corner, I just wanted to say one thing. Fuck the Steelers.
Yeah. There's only one thing you get to say. That's a good thing to say. Look, I would love nothing more in my life than to hear Papa B and Hank Hill just have a good old conversation, because I feel like you guys have some good points to share back and forth about Tom Landry and the way that Jera
propane
and propane accessories.
I got to be honest, guys. I don't think my dad has ever seen an episode of King of the Hill, so I think he has no idea what you're talking about there.
Well, that's just disappointing. All I know is
Yeah.
Hank Hill had a lot of dreams about Tom Landry, and they were all correct.
All right, Pops, let's go from one asshole, Jerry Jones, to another. Nick Saban. Initial gut reaction as soon as I say the name Nick Saban. What goes through your head?
Douchebag.
It was like filing through a catalog. He's like, which one of these birds fits?
He pulled out the negative drawer and thumbed through them until he found the right explanation.
So they asked
What
Nick,
I listened to him talk this year, and they were asking him about his recruiting class, and they said you have 25 or 26 blue chip prospects, 5-star prospects. They said, how do you do it? He says, I don't do anything. He says, I just go call them on the phone or go to their house and say, you want to win a national championship or don't you? And the idiots go there.
Well, but Papa B, don't they actually end up winning national championships?
Yeah, but now with the new monetary things, how many kids are going to go sit on the bench at Alabama for 2 years when they could go to Georgia or Ohio State? Excuse me. I almost puked when I said that word.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry.
Let's say Purdue and become an instant celebrity who's demanding a ton of money for his endorsements.
well, it's funny.
So wait,
you say that,
let
but
me-
Saban actually said today, in I think it was either today or yesterday in the SEC media days, that the backup quarterback at Alabama, some sophomore who's thrown 22 passes his entire time at
I thought
Alabama, he's closing in, or he's gotten over $1 million in NIL deals at this point. Like,
I read that. Yeah.
that's insane to me.
So
like,
wait,
the
let
money,
me-
it's basically the money that Alabama boosters were paying are now just like out in the open, right? Like,
Yeah,
it's
that's
not,
what I was gonna say.
I don't know
Like,
if it's really going to change anything.
I don't think it does, because at the end of the day, you could go to Purdue and start right away. You're not getting any endorsements in Purdue, and you still have to wait 3 years before you can get in the league anyways. So why not go to Alabama, where you can get paid a buttload to sit on the bench, hang out with some co-eds for a couple years, and then have your spot in the
co-eds.
first round?
co-eds.
You know what? And I understand, I know what you're saying, but you have to understand the psyche of these kids. These kids are all blue chip athletes that are looking to go to the NFL, and they want to make that money as soon as they possibly can.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. You're going to get paid more at Bama, Georgia, Ohio State.
Well, I don't know about that.
Only if Nick
Then you would at
Saban
Purdue.
says you can do it.
That's a good point. Yeah,
Well,
it's
that's
the
true.
gate
Right.
when they say, yeah, you're not allowed to sign that endorsement deal.
Yeah, well, because
Yeah.
he's gonna bury you somewhere on the third or fourth string. He's not going to let you sign the
What
deal.
what
Where the
percent
guy
cut?
at Purdue will kiss your big ass.
Oh, you were going to say wiener. You were going to say wiener. I saw it. You were going to say wiener.
All right, how about we go from Saban to Swinney? Bill Swinney came out now a couple years ago.
William.
William Swinney.
William.
Dabo said that if you ever paid college athletes, that would be it. He'd be done. You keep the professionalism out of amateur athletics.
I noticed
he'd
he
go
still
do
is
something else.
employed.
Still employed, and he's still getting questions about it. And they asked him at the ACC media day, and he was like, "I never said that. What I meant was, I don't have a problem with NIL, but we should maybe
Shit,
base
he
it on
must-
education."
He must be a Republican. Say one thing and lie about it the next. You know what?
He does hang out near Lindsey Graham.
You know
Say
what I
one
say
thing
to
and lie about
Dabo?
it.
Bye, Felicia. See you later.
Oh
Quit.
my God,
If you don't
yes.
like it, get the hell out.
Your dad just dropped a bye, Felicia. Is this the greatest moment in the show's history? It's our 250th episode birthday present.
Amazing. That is amazing. Dad,
I
listen.
mean, seriously, if he doesn't like it, don't coach. Quit. Nobody's forcing you to coach.
But he's not going to. And the thing is, he was the straight and
He
narrow.
was never
Dabo,
going to.
Oh, don't pay the players. But then they got paid. And he's like, I was just kidding. Like, I'm not really going to leave. Come on, guys. That's not what I meant.
He's a freaking hypocrite. That's what he is.
Can I ask Papa B, the coach, a question for a minute here?
Yeah.
Sure.
If you were a college coach, if you were Brian Kelly, whoever you want to be, if you were a college coach, how would name, image, likeness change your approach to the game at all?
I don't think it would change my approach at all because you know what? They've been doing it under the table for a million years. I mean,
Bingo.
it's just out in the open now. It actually makes it easier for the coach because he doesn't have to hide this shit.
Bingo.
I mean, look at Tressel down at Ohio State. With the tattoo gate, he'd still be there.
So what are your thoughts on Reggie Bush these days?
Well, here's my thought on that. That happened when it was against the rules, so we can't roll back the clock. And I know it. I feel kind of bad for him, even though he's still an asshole. But and the tattoo guys, the 5 guys with the tattoos, they want to change things now. They want their games reinstated. You know what? You broke the law when the law was in force. We don't just because we legalize marijuana doesn't mean those guys that did jail time 20 years ago. We don't wipe out their convictions, do we?
I think we should.
Well,
we should just be like, go ahead. You're fine.
We could wipe it out going forward, but they were still in jail those 20 years. So you're right.
Fair.
Like we could be like, oh, just kidding. You weren't in prison those 20 years. But
how about this for Reggie Bush, Dad? How about this? We let him have his Heisman back. He can get his Heisman, but it still counts as a loss for the Bush push game. That win is still negated, and Notre Dame still gets the win in that game.
I'm pretty sure Reggie would trade that in a heartbeat.
Reggie would trade that, but he's an asshole. I mean, come on.
Real quick breaking news over here. We have the glove himself, Gary Payton and Sean Kemp, making the next cracking pick on the expansion draft.
Oh, are you following this draft at all, Dad? Do you care?
No.
Okay.
Pass.
Is it the NBA?
No, it's the NHL. It's the Seattle.
But it's NBA players picking NHL players.
That's
God Almighty! They'll do
reverse racism, if you will.
I mean, I like the NHL. I can't stand the NBA, but
Scott, I'm gonna vamp for 1 second. Get in. There was a request made earlier for Pops to do the quick hitter questions because when he was on the show last time, he never answered them. So, Dad, we are gonna have you answer these, and then I'll let you get back to court cam and tell Mom. I see Mom in the background. Tell her I said hi and I love her. Listen. This is something we've done with every guest on the show. We're going to ask you a series of questions. I just need your gut reaction on them. Like, don't think too hard on them. Just get to it and answer the question. And this is going to tell us if we like you or if you're never allowed back on the show.
This could be bad.
It could be very bad for you. It could be very bad. Scott, are you there? Are you ready for it?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right, go for it.
All right, Papa B. Plain cake donuts, yay or nay?
Yay.
Very emphatic on that one.
Wow. Cake donuts.
Bat flips, yay or nay?
What? Bat flips?
Yeah. Like after you hit a home run, you flip the bat.
Oh, yeah. Rub his nose in it. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Rub his nose in it and tell him bad dog.
All right. When you button your shirt, do you button from the top down or do you button from the bottom up?
I button from the top down.
Oh, no wonder Mike doesn't know how to.
That's weird.
All right. In the same vein, do you zip your pants and then button, or do you button and then zip?
Button and zip.
That's right, Dad.
That's why his son doesn't know how to wear pants. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
No.
Yes. There it is. He's back. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn it. Damn this man.
On National Hot Dog Day. Thank you.
On National Hot Dog Day.
When it comes to chicken wings, all drums or all flats?
Ooh, flats.
Yeah.
Correct answer.
Choice.
Let's divide on that one, I think, though.
That was
hard.
That's
the one that's split more than any other.
On that one.
Pineapple on pizza, yay or nay?
No.
He didn't even finish the question.
I'd rather eat shit on my pizza than pineapple.
I feel like that question should have just been pineapple, and Dad would have been like, no.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah, walk that back. Pineapple, yay or nay?
Pineapple, yay. I like pineapple.
Just not on his pizza.
I was going to say, this is a man that appreciates a good pina colada, I feel like.
Yes. No, I don't drink that shit.
Coke or Pepsi?
Pepsi.
Damn
Wow. Wow.
Damn
Wow. All right. And now we get into the nitty gritty. Jabron. Why, I almost combined the names. Jordan or LeBron?
LeBron.
I knew that was coming.
Wow,
I knew that was
I
coming.
didn't know that was coming.
And finally, the very last question. Topanga or Kelly Karpowski?
Topanga.
Papa V with the walk-off.
That's a coin toss, though. We'll flip the coin for that one.
That's fair, but Papa B with the walk-off and the bat flip.
I love I love how sly you got on that one too. How you like thought about it for a second. You're like, yeah, Topanga.
It's 67 years old. You don't look anything like that. You just take any.
I was totally waiting for who the hell are either one of those?
Oh no, I remember.
Oh,
that.
Papa B knows what's up. Yeah.
I love that he was able to answer that no problem.
He goes, oh no, I remember that.
You used to watch it, and I used to sit there and kind of wait for her. That's all. What was the kid's name with the her boyfriend on the show?
Corey.
Corey, yeah, with the moly.
Oh, that is savage. That is savage, bro.
Pops, before we let you go, what's your Notre Dame prediction for this year? What are the odds?
I'd say we end up in the Final Four again, go to the championship game, and lose to Alabama.
Damn, all right, you got them winning a playoff game. I'm cool with that.
Yes, yeah. Especially
Baby
if it's Ohio
steps.
State. Especially if it's Ohio State.
Scott on the chat pop said, Papa B is like, why do you think we watch that show?
That's right. That's one reason.
Listen, we got to get you on here more. So let's do it again. And next time Jerry Jones does something stupid, come on here.
This needs to be like a monthly feature.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
get
kind
you
of
to
what I was
pop on
thinking.
and talk shit about Jerry Jones.
Well, football season's coming, so he'll do something screwy. I mean,
All right.
he's a-
We'll do the Papa B Dallas Cowboys hate minute, and you could just come on and hate on the Cowboys for a little bit, or the Steelers, because fuck the
that's
Steelers.
fine with me. As long as they keep those assholes that are on that team, I'll hate on them.
All right, Bruce Arians, thank you
All
so much.
Hey,
Love you,
guys, have
Papa
a good
B.
night.
All right,
Thanks
I
for
love you,
coming
Pop.
on, man. Appreciate you.
Always,
All
sir.
right.
All right,
See you
see
later.
ya. Papa B, man.
That was so great.
He's just amazing every single time. I just love how people like are drawn to him. Scott is in the comments like, oh, and just when I thought I couldn't love Papa B anymore, he says this, but I love him even more.
He
all right.
nailed that interview, man. I thought I was setting him up,
Wait,
saving the Topanga
interview?
question for the end, man. That was awesome.
Wait, he's still hanging out over here.
I don't think he knows how to exit out.
Well,
Here, I
like,
got you, Pops.
keep him in here. Like, let's just hang out and just let him be
No,
with
we'll
us.
Kick him. We'll kick him. He can go watch a show. I love you, Pops. We'll talk to you later.
Oh, he's got to watch his court TV, man. I tell you, Cuyahoga County is on that shit all the fucking time. That, and they'll be on like the locked up extended stay shit. Like, it's like they're always asking film crews to come on in here because that's Cuyahoga County. What the shit are we doing otherwise?
Oh, yeah, exactly. All right, listen, let's get into, we're going to talk real quick. Scott's going to give us his Space Jam 2 breakdown, and then he's going to do some hockey for us. Before we get to that, though, we got to give a little shout out to some sponsors that help the show keep us going. So let's give a quick shout out to Dugout Mugs. If you want to pour your beer into a baseball bat and drink it like we do right here on the show, dugoutmugs.com/craft. You get 20% off your order. It's fantastic. They got wine glasses. The shortstops are back in stock. The whiskey glasses, shot glasses, bottle openers. Go hit them up. Dugoutmugs.com/craft. Drink out of a baseball bat just like we do here on the show. All right, Scott. I've been waiting for this. Oh, did you hear that? Did you guys hear that?
Mm-hmm.
I heard something. What?
Oh.
What?
Are you getting excited?
It's a little craft brewed sports ASMR.
I think it's about that time, fellas. Thank
It's
you.
about that time.
You.
It's about
Yes.
that time.
Let's do a Kong Bong while Scott tells us about Space Jam 2 because he finally watched Space Jam 2.
Oh goodness.
Drew, have you seen it yet?
No, I have not. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it.
I've
feel like I
decided
need
I'm going to
space.
do this like quick hitters style. Like I've got my notes, and I got to tell you guys. So last week we watched me and the
Should
boys.
or should I not do acid before I watch it?
Yeah, definitely. Anything you can
All
do
right,
to
cool.
enhance the experience. Anyway, so last week, me and the boys sat down and we watched Space Jam, and they gave me all sorts of gems. And this week we go into this one, all of us blindfolded, have no idea what we're about to walk into. General idea. So we start watching it, and like I said,
You did not know what you were walking into with.
Yeah, LeBron wins. I'm pretty sure.
Also,
no, yeah, I mean, I knew what I was walking into in general.
Okay,
but
okay,
yeah, like I had a vague idea of like what's going to happen, but how it got from point A to point B, there's a lot to cover in there. So, like I said, I'm just gonna read my notes, and if you've seen it, you might know. If you've not seen it, they won't make any sense, but hopefully they'll make you laugh.
So wait,
yeah, well, it's not
I
spoiler
was gonna
free.
say,
But it's so generic, and I'm gonna leave. That's why I think if I leave this vague and I read the notes as I just wrote them, like doesn't no context, it'll be less spoilery. So that if you're watching it, you're like, "Holy shit, I understand what he means now."
Do you want some background music for this?
Wait, for one, how are there spoiler alerts to Space Jam 2? Like,
Because it
we all
doesn't
know
matter.
what
Start that background music.
For
I
two,
got you some background music here.
when do we Kong Bong?
Go ahead, Drew. You Kong Bong while Scott's talking. Then I'll
Y'all go
Kong Bong. Go ahead, Scott, when you're ready.
Well, the first thing we start off with, my observation is Avon Barksdale is LeBron's coach. Holy shit! I'm gonna treat this movie as a follow-up to The Wire. The next thing I have written is LeBron Tony Stark? The fuck? LeBron's acting, quote, needs work. That's putting it mildly. LeBron putting on a do-rag made me... Yeah, LeBron putting on a do-rag made me laugh. Just the visual of a grown-ass man in 2021 putting on a do-rag made me giggle. Last week I mentioned that the boys weren't really paying attention through the beginning of the movie. Here we go again. 10 minutes in, not paying attention. Why is Rhodey in the movie? Did the MCU lend him? What the fuck's going on? I hate Sarah Silverman.
Whoa! We need to come back to that because I want to talk about it.
15 minutes in, Dad, can I go outside? That's from my youngest Luke.
I just want to go outside and get fresh air and stuff.
I have in quotes, "Oh snap" and a dab. In parentheses, Jesus LeBron. My man said, "Oh snap," and then did a dab. Again, it's 2021, and LeBron did a dab. Walking Dead reunion, and I have a bunch of question marks. If you watch Walking Dead, you'll be like, "Wow, did they just go there and get these actors?" Oh, LeBron made the comment. Oh, and I did notice throughout this, there were several moments that I thought, I'm going to give LeBron credit because he actually makes fun of himself or makes jokes about things that have happened that are in his career or his life that are less than, ideal. So I said, he makes a comment that says athletes acting that never turns out well. And it was probably the most stiffly delivered line in the entire movie. I couldn't figure out if WB was trying to be ironic or funny or what the hell was going on, but it was god awful. 18 minutes in, Luke, again, I don't want to watch this movie anymore. Another quote from LeBron while things are going on. He says, "Hey Siri, can you let us out of here?" Really awkward for that moment. This is my first legit, and when I say legit, laugh out loud moment. Rhodey is revealed to LeBron, and LeBron replies to his son, "The computer is black?" LeBron goes all Karen. He says, "I'm calling the authorities," while fake dialing his phone. I was like, what the fuck is LeBron doing? That's not what we do. Kids finally get locked into the movie when it goes fully animated. So last week I said the kids were kind of not paying attention on their tablets. Well, once it got to the fully animated world and it's just LeBron and everything's computer animated, all of a sudden the kids are paying attention. That's what Drunk Bugs, that another moment made me laugh. Kids weren't laughing, but Bugs Bunny being drunk made me laugh. Hell yes, Austin Powers, random. I have here, Dame should stick to rapping. Dear God, if there was anybody who was worse in this movie at acting, it was Damian Lillard. Holy shit. He only had like 3 lines, and I cringed at all of them. Is this the first time Diana Taurasi has ever dunked? The computer-generated version of Diana Taurasi dunked, and I was like, oh, this is really sexist of me, but you know, I chuckled at the fact that it's usually layups for women's basketball.
I almost choked there. Thank you. Oh,
yeah.
Shit.
This is more of a modern day Hook than it was a modern day Space Jam. Basically, the premise is the son hates his father. The bad guy takes the son under his wing and convinces him that his father isn't shit. And I was like, am I watching Hook or am I watching Space Jam 2? Completely confused. The Michael A. Jordan versus Michael B. Jordan joke made me laugh out loud. I had to note every single time that this kid's movies like legit made me laugh. That was a good moment. Porky hot as fuck on the mic. Porky Pig.
Notorious PIG.
Yes, Notorious PIG broke it down, and I was like, damn, that was kind of sweet.
Also, the real quick, sorry, the when he stutters at the beginning and then turns it into a box, fantastic.
Yes. No, I really liked that. That was a good moment in the movie. The look on Ernie Johnson's face when he says hot fire. I need you. I cannot explain this. I need to set this down on the phone. He says hot fire, and it is very awkward, but the look on his face just before it cuts suggests that they used a take where he said it, and he was like, did y'all get that? Did y'all get that? Like, I was really concerned for the way Ernie Johnson said hot fire, and then the look on his face. Like, please pause it, rewind it, whatever you have to, but when Ernie Johnson says hot fire, you need to take note of his face. Definitely a half hour too long. Too much jerking off the WB brand throughout. That could have saved this movie at least 30 minutes. It's just one big, hey, we're WB. This is everything we own, which also highlighted the fact that Disney owns a bunch of better properties. Recreating the Wade LeBron dunk with Lola Bunny was cool. I actually like that. They do the little, Lola tosses it behind and does the wink, and LeBron dunks it. And I was like, you know what? That's a nice little moment. I enjoyed that. Rhodey as Black Bobby Knight made me chuckle. Again, just watch the movie. Disappointed that Rhodey drops the Training Day reference and then doesn't turn into Denzel. Again, if you're going to go WB and be like, hey, look at this is what we own, and then drop a line like that, you better show me something. Rhodey has the time stone? ? LeBron gets dunked on, but why didn't they try to get everyone's cell phones and destroy the evidence like when Jordan Crawford got in his ass? That is exactly what my note says. Hey, Dad, the Tunes win. Yeah, this is my son who, right after, LeBron and the Tunes. I know. Seriously. We're sitting there watching the movie, and it's about 2 minutes after it happened. He's like, hey, Dad, the Tunes win. And I laughed. I'm like, yeah, son, they did. Keep in mind, this is Luke, my youngest, who kept reminding me he wanted to watch it, was the same one who said he wanted to do something else at 15 minutes, didn't like the movie at 18 minutes. He's now telling me that, hey, the Tunes won, or that, hey, the Tunes win.
Won him over.
Yes, he follows... He followed that up with, Dad, that was the best movie ever. Jordan, my elder son, said the second one was way better. This is where you can feel the life getting sucked out of me. I also had to wonder, while I was wondering whether or not this is modern day Hook, if I was watching NBA Jam versus NBA Jam Tournament Edition. That was ultimately the question I was left with. And finally, last week I mentioned that my youngest Luke referred to Michael Jordan as Michael Jackson. And when they were having a conversation, Luke and Jordan saying which one was better, Luke said, to top everything off, you mean the one with Michael Jackson? That's all I got.
Oh my god,
Dude, he like doubled down on it. Like,
and so what you're telling me is that he completely ripped your heart out and shit on it on the floor. Is that what you're telling me?
Okay, yes, more or less. But overall, I will say, like, all jokes aside, I was actually surprised. My only gripes were that it was too long, and that, you know, again, the horrible acting. But the first one is guilty of that too. But seriously, could have trimmed off a half an hour. Other than that, I was surprised at how entertaining it was. I did think they were gratuitous in their property usage, but it was fine as a kid's movie. If you're comparing it on only the scale of Space Jam, which is a movie that probably should have never existed and a movie that definitely shouldn't have existed, they're both fine.
oh,
Yeah, I mean, but like seriously, I did not hate it. You know, of all the movies that the kids make me watch, and immediately today we're like, hey, can we watch Space Jam again? And I'm like, let's give it some time. It's one that I won't have a problem going back to. Like, it's got basketball, it's fine. But I will say, seriously, it's so long. An hour and 9 minutes before the game actually takes
too long.
place.
That
is
long.
entirely
A
too
movie
long.
needs
That
to be like this show, an hour and a half, and then it's a run.
and then you're out. Exactly. The first one is 127 minutes long. Perfect. It, like I said last week, all of a sudden the game happens. You're like, wow, this is happening. Boom, it's over. Wow, it's been 90 minutes. Let's go home. That's how this one should have been. But they did a lot of stuff with the game and try to get real fancy with special effects, and that's all great. But seriously, 30 minutes should have been chopped off of this. And other than that, like, it was fine, you know.
All right, there you go.
Like
There is your official Space Jam 2 review from Scott. It was fine, and his kids have destroyed him mentally.
Michael Jackson. Twice.
Maybe just look at, maybe he was like making the Jay-Z reference and like Jackson, Tyson, Jordan, Game 6. It's all good, no matter what.
Whoa.
It's Mike.
Man,
Listen, if you guys,
that's a good stretch right there.
you guys, that was a good stretch. I'm trying. Listen,
I'm gonna do my
if you
Kong
guys-
bong.
Yeah, go do your. Oh, I forgot you need to do your Kong, but I thought your hose was broken. I'm sorry.
Your hose is broken.
Well, you're
My hose is never on the fritz.
Well, you do that.
Ew.
I will plug our socials. If you guys want to follow the show at Crafty Sports on Twitter and on Instagram, be sure to check out bellyupsports.com. Tons of amazing content over there on Belly Up Sports. There's actually a live stream going on right now of all of the hockey shows, and all of the hockey writers are talking about this Seattle Kraken expansion draft. Tons of good stuff at Belly Up Sports, bellyupsports.com. Subscribe, rate, and review wherever you get your podcasts. Help out the network, help us out. At Crafty Sports, Twitter, Instagram, like the Facebook page, subscribe to YouTube, help us out, help this place grow. It's what we need. Thank you. I can't find there it is.
Press the
Not
button.
really a sellout, but it was kind of a sellout. Like, I kind of sold that out. All right, listen.
I think you
Scott,
did a great job.
thank you, Scott. It is about that time. I know I just talked about the Belly Up Sports hockey stream, but you get your hockey news from us because we've got the epitome hockey expert on this show. We're going to do real quick doing that hockey. So, Scott.
But hey, as they say in hockey, let's do that hockey.
Here's how I think we should do this, Scott, since we're low on time, and I apologize. Everything's kind of
all good
tonight, and Aiden's not here to keep us on track, and I'm losing time. Here's what I think we should do. I will go through the Seattle Kraken draft for you. I will name the players that they have drafted. You tell me good pick or bad pick, okay?
Okay.
Moving on.
What?
I know we just started. I guess it's time to move on. All right, well, that was doing that hockey. Thank you.
Hockey was
Yeah,
great.
the people have spoken apparently. I don't know what happened there.
No, we are doing this. Sorry, Drew. You don't get to make that decision. You are not Aiden. Did Scott just disappear? Scott just disappeared.
Oh no! Fuck. Wait, nope. Oh, he's kind of back.
Oh,
He's kind of
different
back.
camera now. The camera.
Oh,
got pulled
boy.
Out of the camera. We're seeing Scott's background. Everything is jacked up.
See his patio. It's a nice looking patio, bro.
It's looking good out there, Scott. He can't hear us. I don't think. Oh, there he is.
Right.
He's back. The
Hey,
camera's back.
he's back in the speakeasy.
But he can't hear. We can't hear him.
He
The
can't speak.
microphone is not the Scott, nobody can hear you.
This right here is why
Nobody
you
can
don't
hear
have
you.
children, because I'm pretty sure they broke something.
250 episodes, everybody. We have been at this for 5 years.
You want to talk about
250
semi-pro?
This is what we got
Definition
for
right
you.
here.
Our hockey expert, Scott. Nope.
And
can't
still
hear him.
doesn't
All right,
work.
Well, let's.
Well, looks like I might have been
Drew-
right with the early.
Yeah, Drew,
moving
hit it.
on.
Hit the.
You know, we did what we.
Moving on.
That does it.
Wild card, bitches!
I mean, because who doesn't like hearing that drop?
Still nothing, Scott. I see you talking. Nothing's coming through.
I mean, the show me. Let's have we asked ourselves?
He's making it up at this point. He's not even here, Scott. Why don't you drop from the stream and come back in? See, if
Or
that
just
helps.
like text us. That would probably be faster.
No. All right, Mookie. Let's talk some Olympics while Scott tries to figure out his audio.
Man, I'm so in. So I'm so excited that Olympics, the Summer Olympics specifically, are back, because you know what we get now?
What do we get?
Handball.
Oh, handball.
One of the best sports on the entire fucking planet is back. And also, I think this is the first year that we have them able to simultaneously compete in indoor and beach handball.
I was surprised by beach handball. I didn't realize that was a thing.
Apparently it is, and apparently there's a lot of controversy because, you know, the International Handball Association or whatever is trying to make the women's teams wear bikinis, when on the men's side, clearly we don't want to see that at all. And they're all kind of like, no, like, fuck you, that's sexist. We want to be able to play in what makes us feel comfortable and at our competitive peak. And I'm here to say, yeah, good on you. Like, let's do it. Let's see high quality, top-notch sports. Like, this is the one time handball has to shine, because apparently you can't watch that shit in America unless either A, it's the Olympic season, or B, you rob cable from your neighbors and stitch it into like a satellite dish, and you can still like a European broadcast.
What is your favorite, besides handball, what is your favorite random Olympic sport that you're going to get to watch?
Ooh, are we going all Olympics, or are we going to summer games?
Just summer games, because that's the real Olympics.
What? Wow.
It is. I mean,
that's aggressive.
The Summer Olympics are the Olympic Games, and then it's the Winter Olympics. The Summer Olympics are what originated from Greece. That's because it's warm weather. So Summer Olympics are the Olympics.
So basically, because Giannis won a title yesterday, you're like, yeah, let's like respect Greece and like pretend like that's a thing.
Right.
Okay, cool.
Apparently, that's what they do in Greece.
Yeah, fair enough. No, my favorite Summer Olympic sport is the whitewater kayaking, canoeing. They have like a bunch of different like classes or whatever of boats you're able to take. They got singles, they got doubles, but like it's super aggressive. Like, it's awesome to watch. They have they basically make a fake river with all these rapids and jets and whatever, and they have to somehow make their way down it in like a minute and a half. And I mean, you want to see people just get blasted in the face? That's the sport for it. And the best part is, every once in a while, you'll have a country who's like just super excited to have one Olympian there, let alone one that could actually compete. Not only do they take a turn bad and they get blasted in the face, but they get like blasted out of the competitive park. Like, literally, they just get shot up off one jet and the other jet hits them in the face. And it's like, well, you're out of the river. I guess you lose now. And they're like, so cool. Just glad to be here. So someone recognizes that we have a national flag. Awesome sport.
So can I tell you the sport I'm most looking forward to this year, because baseball's back. So I'm excited that baseball's back in the Olympics, but also this year they have surfing as part of the Olympics. That's that is a sport that is now officially an Olympic sport. And hey, there you are. It's the wrong mic input, but I'll take it. I can kind of hear you. So that's good.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Your audio
sounds that like explicit flag, baby.
I'm glad you're back. At least you're back. I was just telling Drew I'm very excited because surfing is an Olympic sport now, and the reason why I'm excited
do they swag when they surf, or
what's that?
Do they swag when they surf, or no?
Yeah, probably. I don't
How
know.
do you not swag when you surf?
The reason why I'm excited for it is because after somebody from the US, or I guess Australia could probably compete pretty heavily in this one, but as soon as whoever wins the gold medal, they're going to have to give an interview. And I just picture that after winning a gold medal, this is going to be the interview that we get to see from the surfing gold medalist at the Olympics, the height of competition. This is what we're going to get to hear.
And just smack the lip, pull back, drop down, snap, and then after that, you just drop in, ride the barrel, and get pitted, so pitted like that.
You're just gonna get so pitted.
Dude, so pitted.
Get so
He's
pitted.
so pitted.
You just whoop pow, and then the barrel roll, and you just get so pitted. That is what I hope to see at the end of the surfing competition. Is that guy giving an interview about how?
So, but the only thing I would correct about that, Mike, is that guy, from what I could tell from his unintelligible speech, was that he didn't have any kind of accent whatsoever. So, like, what I would love to see is how do you, like, can we run that through like a thing and get like the French version, the German version, the Mandarin version? Like, I want that in a bunch of different accents just to see what would sound the best, because I can't even imagine. Oh, like, give me like that in like a Brazilian Portuguese.
What is the Portuguese word for whoop-pow? Like, that's what I think we need to figure out.
And the best, even better, I want the closed captions. Like, I got to be honest, like, I watch a lot of my stuff with closed captions because there's a lot of times I'm eating, like, you know, a crunchy food that's very loud in my ears when I'm crunching on it, like, you know, pretzels, potato chips, cereal, whatever. I need to know what's going on in the film while I'm crunching on that Cheerio. And there are some shows and films that are just absolutely stunning with their closed caption, because what they'll do is they'll basically quote that dude and be like, French version of kapow in quotes. And it's just like, yep, you get it, bro. Appreciate it.
I got to be honest, I'm not excited for these Olympics. I feel like we're going to choke. The U.S. women's national team already lost today to Sweden. Like, it's just going to be a shit show. The men's basketball team is like all in COVID protocols. We've got a ridiculous skeleton roster.
I can't believe they're still playing this shit.
I can't. Well, and there's a lot of people that are saying maybe we don't end up with the Olympics. Like, do you think there's any chance that at the very last minute, Tokyo finally shuts it down and says, no, we're not doing this?
If Japan loses a medal that they were like for sure in the bag for, it's canceled like 10 minutes later. Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
Yeah, see, so the right answer is no, they ain't canceling this shit no matter what. Like, they could have a flood wipe out a subway and kill a bunch of people like they had in China, and they'll be like, nope, we're marching forward. We've lost $20 billion on this shit. We're going to get every motherfucking penny we can. Like, every penny. Every
back
penny.
as much as we can. All right, listen, we'll get out of here after we wrap up and do these beers that we were talking about. Scott is very angry at his computer right now. He's frustrated, and I feel for him because we were about to do that hockey, and then we couldn't do that hockey, and I was
very disappointed.
Great. The best part was it was gonna.
But hey, as they say in hockey, let's do that hockey.
Why, Drew? Why?
I was just gonna say why with my camera on.
Wild card, bitches! Yeah!
Drew, you're not allowed to press buttons anymore. You're not allowed to press buttons. From you, you were not allowed to press buttons. It was going to be perfect, Scott, because we were going to get to have like me saying names and you doing that.
I know, and then I went and somehow hit a cord and everything went to shit. So
it's all good. All right, listen.
Is that what it was? You tripped on a cord?
Let's do these beers that we were drinking tonight, and we're rating them on the Olympic scale. Scott, what were you drinking and rated on the Olympic scale?
I was drinking double strawberry Smiggles, which is a Milkshake Ipa, 8% out of Boulder, Colorado. All the strawberry, all the magicalness of a Milkshake IPA. This is the creme de la creme. This is the fist up in the air while Hitler shits his pants in the grandstand. Whatever your top Olympic moment is, that's what this is. Get you some strawberry Smiggles.
Fantastic. Drew, what were you drinking and rated on the Olympic scale?
I was drinking the Dream that stuff are made of. Again, a little bit of, linguistics, gymnastics there. From Woods Boss Brewing Company in Denver, Colorado. Absolutely amazing brew. Again, it was pretty light in its flavor for, again, being a rustic farmhouse ale, which apparently is a thing. But it had a good depth of flavor too. So my Google search didn't go well, so I'll just say it's a gold medal.
Fair enough. I was drinking Fluffy Bunny from Odyssey Beerwerks out of Arvada, Colorado, and I would rank this one as my favorite Olympic memory of all time. This is the memory that sticks with me because when we were younger, I watched the Olympics, but I didn't really understand what was going on. But the 96 Olympics in Atlanta, that was the first Olympics I really remember fully. And I was invested in, and I was watching as much as I could. And Michael Johnson that year won the 400 and the 200 and set records in both of those races. And everybody was just boners about how fast he was, and he's the fastest man in the world, and this is amazing to see. And I wanted to be a sprinter after seeing that, that I was a 4 foot tall white dude and I was never going to be a sprinter, but it inspired me.
Or how about you're Irish? I mean,
that doesn't, I thought that was
cool.
It
kind of does.
Right. But yeah, that was where I would rate this one, is Michael Johnson winning the 400 and 296 at Atlanta. That is the beers that we've been drinking this week. Wow, Scott, 250 of these. We've done 250 of these.
Dear God, I've only missed probably 5, 6, 7. I don't know. Either way, I'm somewhere between 240 and 250, and that's nuts.
I think I'm at 248. I feel like I've missed 2 episodes.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I'm you've missed slightly less than I have by 5 or 6 or 7, but still, the idea that some combination of us has done this 250 times is redonk.
Insane. 250, and that's not counting the Cincy style shows that we did, the 20.
Oh yeah,
we did 20 Cincy style shows too.
Yeah, might be a 300.
Yeah, we're hitting there. And you know what? It's because everybody tunes in and shares out the show and helps us out. So thank you guys for look. We're clearly not very popular. It's very evident that we're not that popular, but we have a good time doing it. And I feel like the people that are tuning into the show are enjoying it. And that's all that really matters. So if you enjoy the show, tell a friend about it, because that's the only way that we're going to grow, is by you helping us out and sending us out to your friends. So tell a friend, help us out, help us get in front of more people. And maybe we could do another 250 of these shows. I don't know. I guess
share it with them, even if you say he's just a friend.
So I was going to say that, yeah, it shows how much no one cares, because even the women who are legally obligated to like us don't listen. But they also do a lot of work behind the scenes supporting us to get these 250. So thank you to them. Thank you to our families, our close friends who support us. They listen to us talk about this shit. Really appreciate it. And look, I'm a late addition to the crew. I've been here since day one on the other side of it, joined more recently on this side of the mic. And I can't say I'm more blessed to be a part of anything else outside of this in my marriage, because if I didn't throw that in, she'd kill me. But to show you how much I've taken it seriously this last week, boys, because I know we've been grinding on that prep, trying to figure out how to make this work, try to figure out how to, be more compelling. Since I didn't use it earlier, you want to hear one of my jokes that I prepared?
Yes,
absolutely.
All right. So, what makes me better than Stugatz?
What?
Literally nothing. How fucking depressing is that?
That's actually pretty good.
I was trying to hold a straight face just to make it feel longer, but I couldn't. I like it.
I'm trying, boys. I'm trying over here.
That's all I ask, man. Just keep trying. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys, Scott and Drew will see you next week, maybe with Aiden. I won't be here. I'm taking the week off. I'm going out of town and enjoying some time with my wife without kids. It's going to be amazing. But Scott and Drew will be here. Maybe Aiden, we'll see. But in the meantime, be sure to subscribe to the show on subscribe or follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Crafty Sports. Subscribe on YouTube, like us on Facebook, subscribe, rate, and review wherever you get your podcasts. Even if you watch the live stream, go back, check out the podcast, play a little bit of it, subscribe, leave us a review, give us a rating. It helps out more than you know. Hit us up, bellyupsports.com. Tons of great content there. Go check out bellyupsports.com. 250 episodes in the can, fellas. Here's the 250 more. We'll see you guys next week. Cheers, everybody.
Delante Chipotle.
I got a Bobby Bowden joke too.
Oh, Jesus.